Welcome back, guys. So I know it's been a while, but now we're gonna get back into some of the videos and stuff, and we're actually gonna get into something that I'm a little bit more excited for, just because of I'm more into ancient history and like medieval history and stuff like that. Which we're gonna start getting into Manor Lords, which is based around medieval history, as far as a lot of the looks and everything. As far as anything historically accurate, I wouldn't really know. I haven't delved too much into looking up any information about Manor Lords, other than it being a medieval scenario type of game. So we'll start off a new campaign or a new game, and we'll get right into, I guess, setting our portrait for our character over here on the left, as well as his name. And then we have our banner for our, basically the coat of arms that our family would have in the medieval times, as per being a noble or a knight or things of that nature. And, for probably as just a portrait, I'd probably pick this guy right here, because he does look like he'd have some type of coat of arms draped on him, as well as it looks like he does have a set of armor on him. And as far as history goes, I'm more into all the battles and everything like that, so that's good. As far as the name, we'll just put the Kipa. And as far as coats, we will see about... For the background, I think we'll just keep it plain. And as for a symbol, if we could find like a dog or a wolf, that would be pretty nice. And that to me is probably more like a bear, if I would have to guess. But let's see if we can find something that I'm looking for. Yeah, nothing too eye-catching. I guess for symbols, as far as maybe something akin to a dog, we could go for this. We could load up our own custom symbol, but I don't want to get into that right now, just because it's our first playthrough and everything, and it might take a little bit to sort out how a custom emblem works. And so for the background, we'll go with the black, or actually no, we'll go with white, and then we'll have that in black, and then with a little bit of accent of gray, just to take out some of the detail. And then I think this works for a coat of arms. Very simple, nothing too crazy. And we'll get started. And so for the first game setup, I think we'll just stick to the restoring peace, which is just right in the middle. And so for this one, for the premise anyway, we have 2 territories in the north are claimed by the illegitimate baron whose castle is located off the map. Bandit camps reside in the other unclaimed regions. Build and expand at your own pace. When ready, challenge the baron for the northern territories. And then the victory condition is that we conquer all of the regions on the map. And then over here, there's a little bit more we can customize. But I think just leaving it as default for our first playthrough is good. And right now it's just like set at early access map. If you guys saw at the beginning, it still had a early access on it. And so just keep that in mind. But now we will get right into playing and we'll begin our Manor Lords campaign or playthrough. But see, like right here on this loading screen, stuff like this has always been interesting to me just because it's so vastly different from how any type of warfare would have been waged nowadays. And not too long ago, in terms of just how civilization has progressed, this wasn't too far from current day time periods right now. We were very close to this in terms of like just progression as a society, as civilization. Okay, so we have a new message. The victor condition is dominance. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. And then we'll unite all these lands under my rule. So we're just claiming all the regions on the map. So, let's pause it real quick. Before, let's just zoom out. So this is the map, basically, of what we're going to be taking over, or trying to at least. And so far, for what we currently own, is this corner right here. And then right here, this is owned by this guy right here, Hildebolt von Baron Rote. And then the other people that are on the map are outlaws or bandits. And so far as Hildebolt's territory, he does have these 2 pieces, but like it said when we were building the scenario, he's actually not over here, and he's off the map into the northern territories. So he'd be like up here somewhere is where his actual territories are. So if we can zoom back in, here is our little camp of settlers that'll start building our little village. So in Manor Lords, families need food and fuel and a roof above their heads to survive. Supplies in the region panel above shows how much you got left. And then so right here for the barrel basically is just telling us that we have basically we have a set number of months that we have for fuel as well as food. And so right now we just have food and fuel worth of 4 months. And so we can see some of the other things that we have going on, like we have some livestock, which would be the oxen right here, which during this time period were mostly just for a lot of hauling purposes. Of course, if there's an abundance of them, they would use them as food as well, but they would use it for labor purposes if they only had like one beast, right? And so our approval as a lord is 50%, public order is 100 right now, our regional wealth is 50, We currently have a population of 10, and then we have... Right now, there's no living spaces other than tents, but this doesn't count as living space. And then we don't have anybody assigned as a worker, and we have 5 unassigned, which is any like working adults, basically. We have 5 of them. And then we have some of our other resources for like construction, or our food supply, our fuel supply, any crops, crafting materials, commodities that we can sell, and then anything that we can use for our military. And as far as I can tell, as little as I've seen about this game, you don't really get too much hand-holding, which is fine. Because if you played one, like, city builder, you can basically surmise from all the others that you've played. So I think first we'll take care of their housing, just because since they're homeless right now. So, and so far there's a little bit of tutorial just to get you started. Okay, so every region in Manor Lords has strengths and weaknesses. Be sure to check all the resource deposits as well as investigate the soil fertility before setting on the direction of your town. If your region has weak fertility, consider setting up trade early. So we can basically then, in the screen when we're building, we can see about some of the overlays, like where the water sources are on our region, just so we can see where to make a well and things of that nature. We can see about emmer fertility, flax fertility, just like different crop fertility basically is what these ones are. And then these are work in progress, so we can't really see what's going on with these necessarily. And with these, you basically want to work around how you're going to build your settlements, basically. You don't want to have to use up good land that you could use for the water sources or the fertility for the crops, because it would just end up being a waste, right? So, as far as this goes, we could pretty much put our housing we basically put the housing around here by the road, and it won't have too much impact on any of like the water or fertility. Or we could put it over here, which we might, just because there's also not too much good fertility or water around there. There is water sources here, but nothing too big. So what we'll want to do first is we'll try to get rid of their homeless problem, like I said before. So some buildings have flexible borders. Place 4 points to designate an area. The cursor will snap to roads and buildings that try and create an organic shape. You can leave more space for future extension upgrades. The first 2 points mark the front of the house by default. Alright. So again, we'll probably put it right here. And then we need 5 houses, so we could do that. And we don't need to make them too big at the beginning, just because we need supplies basically, so we don't need the houses to be that big. But I guess we don't want them too large as well, the plots of land. because we just want enough for 5 houses. So we can basically keep that as a plan for now. And we're gonna want a logging camp, which we will just put right over here. Timber transportation. Timber requires oxen to be moved. Villagers will automatically get the oxen when they need it. And so we'll probably just keep the logging camp as well as the woodcutters next to each other, just so they can get the supplies across themselves rather quickly.
Let's go, people!
And then we'll also just keep a foresters next to them as well. And as for hunting, we'll probably put the hunters over here just so they're in between the hunting spot as well as our village. And we'll put them right there. And then as for berries, we have some right there, if I'm not mistaken. And we can put the berries right over here at the end of the road. And for the saw pit, I think we'll wait until their houses get built. And so we'll just put this on play. And so we'll basically have everyone start getting to work. We'll probably fast forward it so they can get everything done a little bit quicker. I'll pause real quick. We'll assign one person to be a hunter. Again, we have a limited amount of people right now that can actually do certain jobs, so we'll have to be a little bit sparing. But we'll assign one person to hunt and gather game for us, which is what the animals would be called. I've heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. And so this is from the other lord that we have been hearing bad rumors about, that we basically are gonna have to take over his land. And so we could write back to him. And we'll just do that and send that over. is fast forward. So right now, not much is going on. We're just trying to get everything set up, especially before winter comes around. Just because that will be terrible if we don't really get any housing or fuel and everything stocked up. And so far right now, you can see that people are a little upset just because it's the homeless problem. So we can go and see if we can build their houses now, but we probably won't be able to. Yeah, so far we need 10 wood. We don't at the moment have enough. We have 2 pieces of wood left, so we cannot make their houses at the moment.
Gets rainy like this, my wife won't get out of bed. That head television. Come on, laddie. Come on. Come on, laddie. Come on.
Some workplaces allow villagers to use hand carts to transport up to 10 goods at once. However, pulling a hand cart off-road is extremely slow, so make sure to connect your buildings to roads. So just make it a little bit quicker for them, just because the camp is kind of far away. We'll build the road going down this way. It would just be a little faster for them. And now we have someone that'll get berries way over there. While human workforce has been assigned by default, livestock workforce is shared between workplaces. However, you can bind it to a workplace permanently in the advanced tab. Just watch out so that you don't have unextended oxen if you have any position going on.
Get to work.
So far, that's all our workers assigned right now.
Gave the old ox a handful of nuts.
And
He spat it in my face and tried to
you
go.
basically need all of these just because at the moment the woodcutters will make fuel basically, and then logging camp will actually just make us some wood. The foresters will replant the trees. At the moment we probably can get rid of the forester just because there is an abundance of trees in that area right now, and just so we can have a construction force still. And so once we get the 10 timber, we'll start making a house for all of the families that we have currently. And then we'll just build their houses down here on the corner, basically, down here. And then once that's settled, we'll actually also get a storage up and running, just so our resources aren't out in the wilderness. Okay, now we can start plotting down their houses. So it's 4, going up a little bit bigger. And there we go, 5 houses. And we're gonna want storage as well. And so we're gonna need, as far as the greenery, we can keep it fairly close. I want to kind of
I wonder
keep
who's floating
this
away to
area
them. Oh, it stops
residential
some more.
and the market. So we'll put the housing a little, or the granary and the storage a little bit further away. But we'll basically just keep them together. So we do need the storage up, just because now we are having a little bit of excess that can't go anywhere. And we'll build another road, just so that these guys can be able to get over here faster from transporting any goods.
Come on, laddie. Come on.
Specialize your region. After you reach the next settlement level, you will be granted a development point to spend. Unlock development branches to make your region more efficient. To enact policies, you need to raise your administration level by building administrative buildings like the manor. Okay, so right now we don't have any development points, so we can't really do anything. And can't do any policies, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so for right now we can't do anything on this page, so we'll just go back, let everybody continue doing what they are doing. It's also very nice that you can like zoom in and see everything very nicely. But yeah, medieval history is also just one of the histories I find very fascinating, just because, again, just how vastly different it's been. And just in terms of civilization, again, it's just, it hasn't been that long that we've
Come on, laddie, come
moved
on.
on from swords and spears and arrows to firing a gun.
Come along, lad.
I'll get like another builder just because there's some excess right now. Okay, so someone is possibly sick,
Come along, lad.
so they would want someone who is able to do, I guess, herbal treatments.
Know of? Or I'm on my own.
I don't particularly know who would be able to do that. Treasure plots, homeless will move to the plot, and if approval is high enough, it might attract some families too. However, families need more than just space to be happy. Click on the building to check their residential requirements. Okay, so now we're starting to get some actual houses up. And winter is coming, which is not good.
Watch your head there.
So everyone's starting to move in. I'll pause it real quick. To get more population, you need to have enough empty burger plots, and your approval needs to be over 50%. Right now our approval is pretty bad, it's at 35. And we got a new message. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect the people. However, you will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. So we can form a militia now and make an army. which will basically just be this tab. So, but it'll basically just take all the able-bodied men that we have in the village currently to be our military force, which it would just, we'd have to see what gets taken out of it. So we have 10 people that are able to be recruited for the military, or the militia rather. We don't really have a military, and so that kind of takes out the entire population basically, because if it's 10 able-bodied, we'll have 4 left over. So it's not too great, but we can kind of just let everything run for now, because aside from that, we can take care of the bandits later. We kind of just want to build up our stability first and get past winter. But it was saying that we can add extensions, and we did see when we were building the houses there were house icons with hammers next to them, which I assume would be that these top parts can be modified into different things for each individual house. I guess let the family specialize in a certain skill. So, and then I guess these are certain things that they want. If they want, if we want to upgrade their house, basically, we need to check these off for them. And then they do have backyard extensions, was what we were talking about, and so these are all the things that they can get, I guess, extensions for. And so far, right now, our wealth is 50, so we can do some of these. So I guess we'll do vegetables for this house, and then another set of vegetables, and I guess we'll just leave it at that for now, because I did want to do some chickens as well. And then resources disappear in the winter if it gets cold, so it's probably like the berries, I assume. Yeah. So we're kind of just gonna be relying on game or wild animal meat to get us through the winter. Exposed goods and stone. So right now we can now see about, we still have 2 people that can work basically. But we are gonna need someone to go to the fuel, so we'll put them back in there. And we have 1 more person that can do some work. So what we will probably do is not do any mining right now, but we'll probably want them to set a well and also build a sawmill so then we can get a church going. So we can see where the water is, and put the well. I think right here would be good.
Come along, lad.
And a saw pit is what we want. that's what we'll start building next. In hindsight, so we probably should have done chickens instead of vegetables, just because we're not going to be able to grow any of them. We could have still got chicken eggs if we had the chickens. So, a well got built. Here's our well, very basic. And then we're gonna want the sawmill up, because then we can get the church going. So that's good. Person that's in berries, we can take them off. Because winter, they're not going to be able to do anything. And now, we're going to want to build the church, but we're going to need some cut logs. So put the person that was doing the berries in there.
This is heavier than it looks.
Have a surplus of wood, so we'll take them off. We'll put them in the storage, because then they'll put more items in the storage. So we need 20 sawn logs, or planks, basically. And we have turn. Currently, we're gonna need another set of 10. Let's fast forward. We receive reports of abandoned raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? And so we'll track their movements, we'll prepare for them. And so in the bottom corner we have a timer for 365. Fast forward.
Why did you carry this alone?
Yeah, so we have the 20 wood now, and church is kind of big. We'll probably put it at the other end, just because I still want to do the market and the residential. And we'll just put it right next to the well, and we'll build a road.
Summer's coming soon. Soon means
Right across.
Can I stay where there's drink?
carry this alone.
Z-Way, so this area. Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to do anything. This guy's got way too much. So we're just gonna have to let him take this. There's nothing we can do about that. So he's gonna claim this top part right here. We still need to just build up for now.
Summer's coming soon. Soon the beating sun. Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Right now, we're just kind of just biding our time now. To one, get our approval up for one of the things that we need to do, and we don't really need to. Once it gets closer to the raiders to appear, is when we'll actually
Gave the old ox a handful.
get our militia ready.
He spent it.
I'll put the forager back to work so we can get more food from the berries. We're basically gonna need our approval to go up because we need the
Doesn't stop us.
we need more population to get more diverse jobs going.
Another beam coming up.
And there we have it. There's our church. he has all his forces hanging out here in the forest right now. Again, nothing we can really do about it. We're kind of far away even if we were to start our militia and have them travel up here. I mean, we could probably make it, to be honest, but I don't know if we want to contest it just because it is kind of far away. And I just want to bide our time until we can just start swallowing up everything around us first. I think it's time for us to just start getting rid of some of the bandits because they keep just stealing our supplies. So male villagers will be evenly distributed between all militia units. They will then try to find the required equipment. The weapon and shield depends on the unit type, while the maximum quality of body armor and helmet depends on the villager's residential level. After bringing all the necessary equipment home, the unit recruits are marked as ready to rally. Only then you will be able to rally your unit. Okay.
Bring this here, move that there, on and on.
So, yeah, we do have people missing. This unit is supposed to have 36 people in it, as well as the equipment for that as well, but we only have 10. We'll slow down time. We'll rally them right there. Select units with the left mouse button. Hold and drag to select multiple units. Command selected units with the right mouse button. Hold and drag to form a line. Hold Alt while dragging to keep formation when multiple units are commanded. And hold Control and right click to draw waypoints for a single squad. So, stances, check the army tab below to set them. All have pros and cons. Morale is the willingness to fight. If it reaches critical points, some stances become unavailable and eventually a unit will flee from battle. And fatigue, soldiers become tired when running and fighting. When exhausted, they can no longer run or fight well. Effectiveness is the attack and defense multiplier. The unit might have a hard time fighting uphill, or archers struggle while shooting in the rain. Hold tab to inspect the details. Okay. We got 10 people. I don't know if that's necessarily enough to take on bandits, but we can bloody well try. So we might just go for these guys.
Pick up the pace!
And we're not gonna want them to run just because it'll tire them out. Or, well, I guess right now we can let them run because they're not gonna be seeing any bandits anytime soon. I don't think, anyway. Yeah, they're all at the camp. And there's actually quite a number of them.
Here we go, boy!
Which, we actually... Well, actually send these guys back.
Pick up the pace!
Now that I'm thinking about it, just because there is only 10 of them. I don't want these guys to come back, actually. We haven't even used all the spears and shields, or there's supposed to be at least 20 to use the rest of the equipment. So we'll just disband them for now. home region. I don't know why it's not letting me spam. Just them further in, I guess.
Advance! March!
So we'll just disband them for now. Let them get back to work. Very close to getting back to 50%, and we can start getting more people. And actually preemptively make more houses. Guess we can take someone off of the berries for now. So they're asking for a marketplace, so again, we'll just kind of put it right in the middle. on. So, a well-supplied marketplace is the lifeblood of your town. Assigned families will set up stalls automatically as long as there is enough space on the market. Hover over specific categories to check your current supply and demand. Burger plots closest to the market get their market requirements fulfilled first. And we'll just build a road on
Gotta smooth
either
that beam over there.
side. So now we have one extra person. Right now I think we're doing pretty good on food, so we can see about building something else. So next we can probably see about stone. And that's iron. And so there's some stone deposit over here. So we can build that there. And grab a road. Now we can assign someone to the stone. We can get that going, and then we can start looking at the manor, which needs the 20 sawn logs and 15 stone. So we're gonna want someone back in here as well. So we have 2 houses left. Or 1 now. We have 1 more house. So we can build 2 more just to fill out the gap. And now we're up to 15, so we're getting closer to a full 20. And we can then start seeing about taking care of the bandits and some other things. Logging camp. I don't know why I said that. We have plenty of timber, and we have someone chopping more wood, so I don't know why I said that. We can put a forester in there if that's the problem. And here we have the manor. Just wanna check how the fertility and everything is going. So we can see about building a manor up here at the top of the hill, which I think would be pretty cool. Just being able to look out above the rest of the village. So, Castle Planner, this is a work in progress feature. Here you can edit the layout of your castle and plan the construction of new wings and towers. When you press commit, the old layout will disappear and the new one will be constructed. For now, the cost is also fixed. Okay. So right now it's basically just a house, really. So right now we can just commit it to this right now. We don't really need anything fancy. And we'll just let that run.
Rain, snow, still.
And hopefully it gets done soon, because if I remember, we also can get like a personal retinue of armed soldiers, so that would be good. We have about 31 days or so, maybe hours or whatnot in the game to actually resolve anything before the bandits are supposedly supposed to come. And we're currently not building anything at the moment. more free house that someone can come in. I don't know if we'll make it with building this before the bandits come. If we do, that'd be great. But based on the progress, probably not. Fairly close, but yeah, we're not gonna make it in time. So just about. So 18 of them, basically on the edge. Another, so 2 sets of 18. I don't necessarily know if we'd be able to take on both of those. They should still potentially build this, and so if they can build it in time, we should be okay. I don't really know how this will go. I would assume we'd be better than the bandits, but they do outnumber us, which is the problem. Funds to get mercenaries, so Let's see if we can reload it and do a better job. We also might end it. Put that as highest priority.
I have to spend another winter in Alpine. I'm like 3 people.
Let's get some workers to hurry up and build it. Might just be able to make it this time around. Alright, wonderful. Okay. Click on the Taxes tab. After selecting your manor, set level of taxation. Tax can boost your treasury and influence at the cost of making your population poorer. Okay, we don't really need that at the moment. Don't necessarily need to do any taxes at the moment. Okay, so now we have our retinue. So, and we have 20 people now. So, we got just a little bit left in time to take care of the bandits, which is great. So we'll start putting people back in their jobs. We have 3. So I think that's it for people. Should be good. And then we'll rally these people here. We'll rally the retinue to have them come down here. And there's our retinue of more professionalized soldiers. We had a little bit of time left. We have a full stack of 20 men now. And if they're coming from the same place, we can preemptively get ready. Is it the same place? Basically. Basically the same place. Well, we'll definitely be able to wipe them out this time around because of us having a retinue, and also them just mysteriously having one less stack of bandits, so... And just to finish it off, I guess we'll send our men to take care of these camps, so there's not as many bandits around. Then we'll send this set of supplies to our town, and then the next set we'll give to our treasury. Now we'll just send our men back and disband them afterwards. Fast forward. This is villagers required to be buried on hallowed ground of the church. All raiders may be dumped in the corpse pit. Make sure you have a family assigned to handle it. Okay, so we do have some spare families to take care of this. So pit would be where? Here. And we'll just keep this far away. So put it on the edge of the map for a corpse pit. And we'll just wait for these guys to come back. We'll basically clean up the rest of the problems that we got going on. So that got taken care of. They'll get rid of the bodies. Disband the retinue. And we'll disband those guys. And the bodies got taken care of. And that's good.
Let's go, people!
I'll assign one of the 3 families to that. And so far we're doing pretty good. Well, vegetables, chicken, and chicken. And we'll save the last 3 houses for right now. And we do have 1 policy point. Which... We're gonna do trapping for now. Get a little bit more food. And with that, we'll call it there, guys. It's been a long video, but hope you guys enjoy it. Depending on how it goes, we might cut down the video to be a bit shorter. This one is just longer just because it is the first video, so I just wanted to get as much done as possible just to get us up and running so we can get a little bit more going on in the next videos coming up after this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.